Hello student, welcome to Mech Study official YouTube channel. In this video we are going to see about the Oil India exam approach, which is held on tomorrow. So what you need to do and how you can approach the particular question paper and which questions you need to select first, and when we need to select the aptitude part as well as English, all those details and strategy we will discuss detail in this video. So you need to stay at the end of the video, and if you need any type of guidance or you need any other things, do mention in comment box. If you want to one-to-one interaction, do join our Telegram channel, which I have mentioned in a description box. So let's begin with the videos. So as you are aware of that, Oil India has already scheduled the examination for the senior officer for mechanical for the tomorrow, that is 30th of October 2021. So before going to examination, you need to take a few of the things which I have mentioned over here. Do complete all the revision which I have mentioned earlier, and make sure that do not skip any of the theory subjects like material science and production and industrial as well. For the ESC portion, you need to at least basic questions of that particular thing. And one more thing you need to take care about that, like do not skip any of the English as well as an aptitude part as well, because it's a competitive exam. Any of the questions which is come simpler from that particular topic, then it's difficult to solve for that particular person who is not revised that particular topic. So here I'll just give a few tips before attempting the questions paper. Make sure that you need to attempt the technical portion first. You need to attempt the technical portion at the initial stages, and make sure that do not solve the numerical at the initial time. If the sum of the numerical is still coming in that particular things, but if the questions is taking more than 45 to 1 minute, 45 seconds to 1 minute, in that situation just mark for that review. And if the question is solved less than 1 minute, like 30 to 45 seconds, then you can solve at the same time. And you need to take care about one thing, English. If you have aware of that, like the passage is still coming in this examination as well, because I have already shared the previous year papers to Telegram group. If you haven't seen that particular paper, do join Telegram channel, and you just take overlook of that. There are few English questions of passage, particular things you need to read and give the answer. In that question you need to attempt at the end. If the question you have started solving and stuck in that particular thing and do not get the particular response which they have mentioned in a question, then it take more than 2 to 3 minutes for that particular passage. So in my suggestion, do not attempt that particular questions of English based on the passage at the end. Try to solve as much as possible with the one-liner questions as well as, and for the numerical and for the general awareness like basic things, you need to attempt earlier. And like if the question is coming in a numerical aptitude type, then you need to attempt that particular things at the end of the examination, because it takes some times. And for the particularly for the numerical of thermal application as well as production numerical, if the production numerical is coming direct forward, then you can attempt it. Otherwise you can also give that particular thing at the end. And at the initial stage of first review, you need to at least solve more than 60 to 65 question in first round, and if time permitted, then you need to solve the other numerical question in first round. Otherwise you can skip it. And if the time is not permitted, then just go with the theoretical question as well as technical portion first, and then at the end you need to attempt the English for the passage. Particularly for the either and fill in the blanks, you need to attempt at the initial stage itself, and for the passage things you need to attempt at the end of the thing. And for the general awareness, if you are aware of them, then definitely you need to attempt it within a 5 to 10 seconds. If you are not, then I think you need to take a time or do not have a proper decision, then I suggest skip it. And for the other thing which I have mentioned for the technical, you need to at least revise and go with the flow where your attempt and where your knowledge is pretty much good for that particular subjects. Do not go on the solving that particular thing. I need to solve, I need to close that question first before going to next question. If you think like that, then you are not able to clear that particular examination. In the examination, time factor plays a major role for the filtering of the first round to going for the next round. So make sure that you need to fulfill the exam requirement. At the same time, you need to fulfill your questions paper within a given time duration. If you are capable to solve that particular question in that particular duration, then you are definitely clear that particular examination. Make sure that do not solve unnecessary questions which are time stucking. If you are trying to solve that particular question, then you definitely will stuck in that questions, and your lots of time is going to that particular question, and other question is still left at the end. And at the end, if you are try to go on guessing things and all those things unnecessary, you are going in a wrong direction. So if you have a proper strategy to attempt, then definitely go with that. If not, then I'll suggest go with the technical portion, then go with the aptitude and English. And at the end, you need to make sure that they do not attempt the English passage wise question which is coming in that particular examination. You need to attempt that particular type at the end of the session. And if you have a time permitted, then you need to go with the numerical, or else you need to skip it. And if you need any other suggestion from this, do mention in comment box. If you like our videos, definitely subscribe to our channel and share with your friends. Thanks for watching.